Most people live their entire lives believing they are making conscious decisions, when in reality, the majority of their actions, reactions, habits, and emotional responses are being dictated by a part of the mind they rarely question. The subconscious does not speak in words, it speaks in patterns, and those patterns quietly shape the direction of your life. The subconscious mind is not logical. It does not analyze truth. It accepts repetition as reality. Whatever is impressed upon it consistently becomes familiar, and whatever is familiar becomes safe. This is why people remain stuck in cycles they claim to hate. The subconscious is not interested in your dreams. It is interested in predictability. From early childhood, the subconscious is programmed through emotion, environment, authority figures, and repetition. Experiences charged with emotion leave deeper imprints. Words spoken during moments of vulnerability become beliefs. Over time, these beliefs harden into internal rules that operate silently in the background. You may consciously want success, clarity, abundance, or confidence. But if the subconscious has learned that visibility leads to pain, that money leads to stress, or that hope leads to disappointment, it will sabotage your conscious intentions without your permission. This is not weakness, it is survival. The subconscious exists to protect you, but protection without awareness becomes a prison. Many people try to change their lives through motivation alone. They set goals, they repeat affirmations, they consume inspiration, yet nothing sticks. This is because motivation operates at the conscious level, while behavior is governed by the subconscious. Lasting change begins when you stop fighting the mind and start communicating with it in its own language. That language is emotion, repetition, and embodiment. The first step to using the subconscious in your favor is understanding that it does not respond to what you want. It responds to what you expect. Expectation is formed through memory. If your past is filled with unfinished attempts, broken promises to yourself, and inconsistency, your subconscious expects failure even when you consciously plan for success. To change expectation, you must give the subconscious new evidence. This is why small, non-negotiable actions are more powerful than grand plans. Every completed action, no matter how small, sends a signal to the subconscious. This is who we are now. Identity is not decided by intention. It is decided by repetition. The second step is emotional reconditioning. The subconscious remembers how things felt more than what happened. If effort has always been paired with stress, pressure, or self-criticism, the mind learns to resist effort. Procrastination is often emotional avoidance, not laziness. To recondition this, you must change the emotional tone of action. Instead of forcing yourself aggressively, you move with calm authority. You reduce friction. You remove unnecessary pressure. You act from regulation, not urgency. This teaches the subconscious that action is safe. Safety is the gateway to transformation. The third step is visualization done correctly. Most people visualize outcomes. The subconscious responds better to process. When you imagine yourself acting with focus, discipline, and composure, not just achieving results, you activate the same neural circuits involved in real behavior. The brain does not fully distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones. Repeated visualization becomes rehearsal. Rehearsal becomes familiarity. Familiarity becomes identity. This is not mysticism, it is neuroscience. Your subconscious is always watching what you do when no one is watching. It notices whether you keep promises to yourself, whether you respect your limits, whether you honor your word. Self-trust is built quietly, not publicly. At some point, I realized that understanding these mechanisms was not enough. Structure matters. Many people need guided frameworks to reprogram limiting beliefs, dissolve scarcity patterns, and rebuild mental clarity from the inside out. There are transformative materials that help reorganize the subconscious and restore internal alignment. The links are in the description. Another critical element is language. The words you use internally shape perception. The subconscious takes your inner dialogue literally. When you say, I can't, I always fail, or this is impossible, the mind accepts these statements as commands. Instead of forced positivity, use neutral redirection. I'm learning, I'm building consistency. This is uncomfortable, but safe. Neutral language bypasses resistance and allows change. The subconscious also responds strongly to environment. Your surroundings either reinforce old identities or support new ones. Clutter reinforces chaos. Noise reinforces distraction. Simplification reinforces clarity. Change the environment and behavior follows. Nutrition, sleep, and movement are not optional in subconscious reprogramming. A dysregulated body cannot sustain a focused mind. Blood sugar instability, poor sleep, and chronic overstimulation weaken the brain's ability to form new patterns. When the body stabilizes, the subconscious becomes more receptive. Spirituality plays a subtle but powerful role. Stillness, prayer, or silence quiet the conscious mind and allow deeper layers to surface. Many insights arise not through thinking, but through listening. The subconscious is not something to dominate. It is something to train with patience. Over time, as new patterns replace old ones, resistance fades. Action becomes natural. Focus deepens. The mind stops fighting itself. You realize that your greatest obstacle was never external, it was unconscious. As alignment strengthens, opportunities become visible. Decisions become clearer. Energy is conserved instead of wasted on inner conflict. Toward the end of this journey, I found clarity through ebooks and guidance materials that strengthened the mind, dissolved internal resistance, and helped rebuild life from within. If you feel ready to engage with that process, the links are in the description. The subconscious is always working. The question is whether it is working against you or for you. When the mind changes, the body responds. When the body aligns, life transforms, like the video. Subscribe to the Mind Forge and begin using your mind as the tool it was meant to be.